Hi guys, Minerva here. Today I'm going to be making some polymer clay snowflakes. And I'm using these Wilton a cookie cutter set. I got this at Walmart. It has seven cutters. I'm going to be using this one because I like the size for my tree. They have a tiny one here. I'm going to be using any leftover clay to make some jewelry with this little one. So that would be cute. This one here, right there, it's about an inch, and I thought I could make some jewelry out of that, some charms. But for now I'm conditioning the clay, and I'm going to pass it through the pasta machine in the the thickest setting, because I think that's the thickness that would be nice for, let me see, on my machine it's number 7, and this clay is, you know, it's conditioned. It's nice and soft. I used it the last time, and I put it in a Ziploc or a plastic bag. So I'm going through a couple of times because it has some folded marks, all of that. This one is going to be enough for one. So I'm going to go ahead and cut it. Just press it down and I pull the extra clay right off it. And there's the snowflake. Put this clay in the bag, and for those of you who've never used a cutter before, you use the edge that is not folded over. Like this is folded over, and this is the edge that you use to cut. These I will only use for polymer clay, because the only cookies I bake in Christmas are the gingerbread. Man, I have one cutter for that. So I'm pushing in on some little marks or clay that when I left there when I pulled the clay. So that looks pretty cool. It's I'm using white clay, and now what I do is I'll get my pastel colors, and we use this to color the clay. It's like chalk. Looking for a brush. I thought I had one out, but I don't. I want the one that is, there it is. I need to dry this real good. I like this one because it's not too stiff and not too soft. So what you do is, let's see, you can use I'll start with the lightest color. You can scrape this Let's scrape a little bit here. It's faster if you just scrape some. I hope you can see that. What I'm doing is scraping some chalk on my working area here. You know what? I lost. Oh, here it is. So I'm gonna start with the lightest color. This is like a dark yellow or something. And you're going to start coloring the clay with it. I'm just gonna color the edges because, oh well, I'll go ahead and, because I intend to use some frosting on it. On the edges, I'll use a darker color because that's where when you bake cookies, they turn to brown more on the edges. So I'm trying to get an even color here and spread it. And then I'll go in with some brown. Lightly spread it all around the edges. So you see how that's starting to look like a baked cookie. Some more of the light because I don't want it too dark. I'm getting the edges and let's see. That looks pretty good. So now, let me get this out of the way. Let me put some more yellow here. Get this out of the way. And get a paper towel and clean this. Oops. Okay. So now what I'll do is with a toothbrush, you tap it gently so that it looks more like a cookie also. Doesn't look so flat. Pick it up and see. You can use a toothbrush or a stiff brush. Go ahead and fix any areas that have shifted. So now, oops, I'm going to use this one has some candle in it. Let me get a little cap or something. Okay, I'm going to use this cup, a wooden stack, and I've never done this before, so this is going to be my first time. So this is how you make, I want to make sure I make enough because this is a big, but you mix polymer clay with liquid clay. I have the Kato Poly Clay liquid. You mix it with that. I want mine to be a light blue frosting. So let's see how that works. Maybe that's enough. I don't know. So I'll put some poly clay in there. And I'm going to mix this first and then add the color. And I'll know if I need more. So I'm going to keep stirring this, and I'll come back when it's completely liquid. So that's liquid, or it's combined. It's like heavy cream, and I'm going to get the color. I want a light blue, so I'm going to add, well, I guess I'll make it all blue. There's not going to be much left over if there is. Oh, I'm going to get this out of the way. Just going to scrape a little bit of light blue. These are pastel colors, that's why. But it's a nice blue. And I want it light, so that should be good. So yeah, this is just like making a real cookie. You make the frosting and mix in the color. So let's see how this looks. I am going to follow the design on the cookie, but I'm going to spread this in the center and start working from there. I'm just trying to spread it out. I have some air dry clay that is used for decorating also, but it's air dry, and I could use it after I bake this clay. I could, you know, decorate them with that. If I wanted to draw a fine line between, you know, around the edges. So this doesn't have to be perfect. The more it looks like a cookie you've made and baked yourself. So I made just enough for this cookie here. And what I'll do is I'll spread it with some glitter. Let me get something that looks like sugar. And I'm going to sprinkle some of this glitter. It's a very, very fine. It's like a holographic glitter. My favorite glitter lately. Just gonna give it a little bit of shine. And I'm gonna make the little hole here to hang it. Make it nice and big. I'm thinking maybe it needs a little bit more brown. So I'm going to bake it, and we'll see my little snowflake clay cookie. Sorry, I was looking at the the glitter. I was off camera. So okay, I'm going to bake this and I'll show it to you. I'm going to bake it for about 30 minutes because this is but I'm going to go ahead and give it 30 minutes. So I thought while that cookie was baking, I would work on the little snowflake. The small one that I said, this one that I could use for jewelry. So I went ahead and cut 4. I got 4 from the clay that I flattened out. And it looks like this. It is about an inch wide. Yeah, exactly an inch. These would make nice earrings. So I'll probably make a pair of earrings or 2 pairs, and I wanted to try this technique I saw once where you rub in the, I'm just going to sprinkle them with a little bit of glitter, this nice blue glitter. It's called turquoise. And I'm just going to rub it in. Look how pretty that looks. This technique, I used it once with black clay and Pearl-Ex. You can use Pearl-Ex for this also, now that I think about it. This looks really nice. So you use this, I was saying that I used this with black clay imitating Japanese pottery. Raku, something like that. Really came out nice. It was with the Pearl-Ex. So when you rub the glitter with your finger, it pushes it in and it gives it a beautiful, beautiful color. Don't know if I need to cover it entirely. I'm gonna go ahead and do that. So I'll just sprinkle the glitter on my working surface and pick it up from there and put it where you need more. I'm going to embed some crystals and beads in the clay. It's raining. It's kind of dark now. It's been raining a lot this week. Trying to get the little points here, and I love this blue. It says it's turquoise, but it's very, very light. These are the ones that, they come in a box. It's Ink Adinkadu. That's so it looks nice, and it's very fine, and it's beautiful color. So I have these, and I should have done this on. I'm going to move it onto a clay tile. I'm going to be baking it on a tile, so I'm going to do that now before I start embedding things in it. Wow, that looks so pretty. Let me give you a close-up. Look at that. How pretty that is. So I'm also thinking about putting some decorations on that other big one with the fabric puffy colors, I think they're called. You can decorate them with that, and it will give it a raised look. So this little edge here needs some glitter. That looks so pretty. It looks like it's a foil. That's what it looks like, foil. Okay, so I'm going to clean this up. I dropped my tweezers, the big ones that I like to use. I have to use this. It has a lot of gunk on the end. But because the other ones, I dropped them in a box that's here with where all the cereal boxes and craft paper and stuff like that, recycled boxes, milk carton boxes, everything is folded in there, and the tweezers fell in there. So for me to find them, I have to take all that stuff out. So I'm going to start with these because I know these are glass. These are the Hot Fix Swarovski beads, crystals I mean. So because you got to make sure you're not using anything that's going to melt. So let's see what color. There's nice blue here, but this turquoise blue is pretty. I like that one. So I'm I don't have enough to put. Well, I guess I'll make a pair with this blue. First, I'll start putting one in. That's 1, 2, 3. That's 6. Yeah, I should have 12 here. If I can pick them up, that's why I wanted my other tweezers. Right there. I'm not gonna, sorry, I'm covering. I'm putting one on each big end. I'm not gonna push them in yet. You lay them down. Push them in, and when you bake them, they'll be they'll be pretty much set in there. That one doesn't want to cooperate. Oh, come on. So that's 4. I'm just picking them up, and now they don't want to. I have something around here that picks up beads, but I don't know what it is. Come on. I don't have all day for this. So there. So now what I do is I'm going to use this toothpick, and I'm going to push it in a little bit because right now it's sitting on top of the glitter. I want to make sure it grabs the clay. Or the clay grabs it. So I'm pushing them in, and they're kind of like, oh, that one wanted to pop up. So that's so I need to put the same thing on the other one, and I'll pause. Here's a snowflake. It's already baked. Needs to cool down a little bit more so that I can apply the so it's nice and hard, and the glitter is on it. I mean, it's not coming off. That's what it looks like in the back. If I want, I can paint it with some paint or... So I like the color, and I could put a little bit more dark brown, but I guess it's alright. It's good enough. And now I'm gonna bake these. I made the little holes. I have the little crystals in there. Haven't decided if I want to put anything in the center, so I'm gonna leave it like that. So I'm going to go ahead and bake these and see what I do with the centers, if I do anything. So that's my video for the... Well, let me go ahead and decorate this one. Let me go get the paint that I'm going to use. This is a paint I was talking about, puffy paint, turquoise, I think, yeah, by Tulip. They use these to decorate fabric, but you can use them for your crafts also. I also have this liner from Faber-Castell. I could use this too, but I believe, because it doesn't say the color, I think it came in, this is like a white pearly or silver. It could work, but I would like to have white so that it looks like frosting. I'm gonna go ahead and use this one, see what happens. We'll know when it dries. So if I check the box here, they kind of made a little like a U shape here. I'm just gonna go around the whole thing. I took the... I hope I don't get any air in here, air bubbles. So let's see. Am I using this one because, yeah, this one works great. Oops, there goes a bubble. Someone's on Periscope. It looks like a pearly white. So that's it. Oh, I almost dropped it. Forgot it. That would have been nice. So there's the outline, like white frosting outline, and I don't know what to do and if I should do anything else to it. Usually you just outline them. Just go ahead and make a circle here. And should be enough. Or should I go all the way down? So I'll just let this dry, and I'm going to wipe this one off. Just wipe it off and go to there. So I'll let this dry. So that's my, I'll be doing some more, but just wanted to show this one. And that's my finished snowflake. The liquid clay with the normal clay mixture came out nice. It really looks like frosting. The glitter looks nice. I like the way it looks. And then the hole is right there. I'll just hang it like that. It's gonna look nice. I really like it. So there's my Snowflake polymer cookie. So thanks for watching. Bye. Also, if you don't have polymer clay, check in YouTube for cold clay recipe. They have a lot of them in Spanish. A lot of recipes where you use glue and flour, I believe. And you can make some nice air dry clay that work real good. I know there's a recipe that's called cold polymer clay. Well, it is polymer in a way because you use glue. Just look for recipes for clay, something like that. Do a search, and you can make your own air dry clay and make some ornaments with it. I'll check to see when I upload the video if I find some in English or in Spanish, because sometimes you can tell what they're doing even if you don't understand. But I'll try to find one in English and put it in the description box. So bye, have a nice weekend.